Hi there, time for another collection review summary, and this time I'm looking at the top 5 multiplayer games released by Mastertronic, be they original Mastertronic releases or re-releases. And in order to play multiplayer games I had to rope in some assistance, and that was done by my lovely wife Anna, who is also very patient. And we took the Commodore 64 down into the lounge and set it up in front of our big screen TV downstairs and played a selection of Mastertronic games, and both ranked them from 1 to 5, and then added the scores together, and the top 5 decisions between the two are what make up this top 5. And the first of those games, a little bit of a surprising choice in my opinion, Angle Ball, a MAD release, and basically it's a hexagonal game of pool, and a bit of a strange scoring mechanism on this one. You've played the shots, and if you pot a ball then you get some points. I think the way it works is that you get more points if you pot the balls in order than if you just pot them randomly, and the end of each frame, as always in a game of pool, is the person who pots the black. But it doesn't actually matter whether you pot the black or not. If you've earned enough points throughout the course of the game, then you win the frame regardless. I wasn't much of a fan of it, but Anna seemed to like it. She liked the fact that you can take your time over a shot and line it up and so on. It's a reasonable enough interpretation of a game of pool, but nothing compared to actually going to play a game of pool in real life. And the most significant thing about it obviously is the fact it's played on a hexagonal table. Reasonable enough graphics and presentation, not much in the way of sound, and not a bad sort of turn-based multiplayer game, but not my kind of thing at all. What the hell? Oh, you jammy sod.
Jammy?
Oh yeah, you meant
Talented.
that, did you?
Too right.
I'm getting a look in here.
I'm not going to be that.
It's going to go... Oh,
I think I beat you.
In fourth place is a game that's much more my style of game and perhaps not quite so much Anna's style of game. It's Way of the Exploding Fist, the Ricochet re-release of the Melbourne House original, and obviously it's a fighting game. The two-player version of the game compared to the single-player version is quite different. In the single-player version you basically only get a couple of chances to hit the opponent. If he hits you a couple of times then it's pretty much game over. But in the multiplayer version you play the game for a time limit on each of the backgrounds and get numerous chances to attack the opponent and score points, and eventually when the time runs out an overall winner is determined. So in that respect it's quite a different game than the single player option, and it's a good sort of challenging fighting game, one player versus the other, and overall quite good fun, although as you'll see from the gameplay I was significantly better at it. That's probably because I've had numerous years of experience, whereas this was the first time Anna had actually played the game. What are you doing? Oh, leg sweep. Oh, give me a comeback here a bit. What, you've got 900 points for that one. Have that.
Have that.
I'm going to get 100 points for that one then. In third place we have a game that you shouldn't be surprised whatsoever to find in this top 5. It is of course Kickstart 2, my personal favourite Mastertronic game, and I gave this 5 out of 5. Anna gave this 2 out of 5. She wasn't a fan of it at all, couldn't get to grips with the controls and found it really difficult to play, but I think it's a brilliant 2-player game and a brilliant 1-player game, as you well know. Not much more I can say about it other than what I've said before on some of the other summaries and the review of the game itself. So I'll just show a bit of video for this one and let the game itself do the talking.
finished it already. I'm going for a nice stroll now.
You might have to get some speed up if you want to get over that. Oh, you wait till you're right on the edge of it.
Oops. I don't know if you can get the speed up to jump over these things once you've fallen off.
Look at you!
Woo!
You beat me. Oh god, every fire thing got me on this one. In second place we have a game that we both agreed was pretty cool. Both gave it 4 out of 5. It's the Mastertronic Plus release Raster Runner. And this is effectively a Tron light cycle type game. The difference being that you don't see the whole playing area at any one time. You just see a view of the window onto the overall arena that you're driving around in. As always, the idea is to make the other person crash or survive long enough that they crash into themselves. And it's kind of a tricky game in that you have to watch what you're doing on the playing area, but then there's a little map at the top of the screen as well that shows the overall playing area, so you can see where your opponent is, what they're doing, and how the overall layout of your trails is progressing. So quite a challenging game. It's got the ability to pass over your own trail or the opponent trail by pressing fire. You get 3 chances to do that with each life, and it's the first person to lose 10 lives that actually loses the game. So it's got quite a bit of longevity about it. It's not just a simple one-on-one affair, and we both enjoyed playing this. It's got nice graphics, really great music throughout the title screen, and also the little sort of start of each round intro. Nice sounds in the game as well, and really addictive style gameplay. So a really enjoyable game overall for both of us, that one.
I can't say shit.
That was the most tightest game yet, I think. You're way ahead of me, even though we're on the same number of lives as well.
Oh! Bugger.
That was an easy win. Oh crap! I was so busy drawing circles around myself, I forgot to look where you were going. You were just putting a box around me.
Pretty much.
And finally we have the game that we agreed was the #1 multiplayer game released by Mastertronic. It's a re-release of a game originally published by Gremlin Graphics, second Sean Southern and Mr. Chip software game in this top 5, once again showing that they are one of the quality software developers for Mastertronic. It is of course Trailblazer, and I was a little bit surprised that Anna enjoyed this as much as she did. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I like the idea of the game, but it's incredibly frustrating. You keep falling down the holes and coming across obstacles that you can't get around very easily. But as a 2-player game, it really did seem to be an enjoyable experience. The pair of us both had moments where we sort of enjoyed the game and frustrations of falling down the holes, kind of shared frustrations in some respects. But she seemed to be overall better at the game than I was, which is probably why she ranked it so highly. I really struggled with the controls and also the frustration of falling down the holes over and over and over again.
Mind the hole, dear.
Oh. I can see the stuff ahead of me. Oh! Oh! I was almost going too fast then, I think.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh.
Ah. Oh, come on, that's not fair.
Oh, that's a very big hole.
I'm really crap at this game.
Waiting.
I can't
He's
get
got
any
the
speed
side
up.
then.
Oh, come on.
You are shit.
So that was our top 5 multiplayer games agreed between us. Maybe there's a few things you've seen there that you've played before, but only as one player, and you want to go back and try and play them with a friend, see how they look as a 2-player game. Maybe there's a couple of games there you've never seen before that you want to give a try.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
2, 1, 0.